Good afternoon, students. This is Arvind, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, PVR Visvodaya Institute of Technology and Science, Kavali. So, in the previous class, I discussed about converter station and equipment. So, and now in this class, I'm going to discuss the important topic of this chapter, that is static converter circuit analysis. Okay. So, in this one, I'm going to discuss uh, this is the conversion of AC to DC and DC to AC via power converter, static power conversion. So actually, in the static converters, the conversion takes place from AC to DC and DC to AC via the power converters, static power conversion. So we have three types of static converters. We have three types of static converters. One is 3 pulse converter, and second one is 6 pulse converter, and third one is 12 pulse converter. So now in this class I'm going to discuss the 3 pulse converter and 6 pulse converter. Okay. So in the first I will start with the 3 pulse converter. So this is the circuit representation of the 3 pulse converter. So in this one I am taking a three-phase supply, that is ABC, and this one is connected to the three valves. Those are thyristors. So here I am taking a resistor connection to the neutral point of the transformer connection, and we have the DC voltage, that is VDC. Okay, this is the uh, converter, 3 pulse converter diagrammatic representation. So in this one, the 3 pulse converter uses three thyristors. So if you observe the diagram, so in the diagram we have three valves or three thyristors. Okay, the 3 pulse converter uses three thyristors, one per cycle at AC, one per cycle at AC. So in this one, only positive half cycle of AC is rectified into DC. So in this conversion, only one positive half cycle of AC is rectified into DC. So in this one, it gives three DC output pulses. Three DC output pulses, those are VAB, VBC, and VCA. So actually in this one we have three phases ABC, namely ABC. So here if it gives three DC output pulses, that is VAB, that is phase to phase, and VBC and VCA. And the main point is it is not used in HVDC system. It is not used in HVDC system since pulse number is equal to 3. Pulse number is equal to 3. So more harmonic currents will be at the output. That's why more harmonic currents will be at the output. That's why we are not using the 3 pulse converter in the gate circuit for the analysis purpose. So yeah, I am directly writing the average output voltage of the 3 pulse converter, that is VDC, is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by 2 pi into 1 plus cos alpha. So here alpha is the firing angle. So this is for the 3 pulse converter. This is for the 3 pulse converter. And next we are moving to the next one, that is 6 pulse converter or Grudge bridge. Grudge bridge. So this is the diagrammatic representation of 6 pulse converter or Grudge bridge circuit. So in this one we are taking a three-phase AC input from a transformer, three-phase AC input from a transformer, and this three-phase AC input is given to the thyristor valves. So here we have two thyristor groups. One is upper thyristor group and uh, down lower commutation group. So in this one, the upper commutation group gives those are the incoming thyristors, and the lower commutation group consists of the outgoing thyristors. Outgoing thyristors. So here the 6 pulse converter is also known as Grudge bridge. Okay, the 6 pulse converter is also known as Grudge bridge. So it requires six thyristors. It requires six thyristors or valves in HVDC. So in this converter, 6 DC pulses are produced per 3 cycles of AC. So in this converter, 6 DC pulses are produced per 3 cycles of AC. So in this one, each thyristor conducts for 120 degrees. Okay, and the Grudge bridge can be analyzed under two cases. In first case is without overlap condition, and the second case is with overlap condition. Now in this class, I am going to discuss the case one, that is without overlap. And in the next class, I am going to discuss the with overlap condition. So first I will start with without overlap. So before that one, I will show the diagrams, that means waveforms of the 6 pulse converter. So at the starting we have three phase supply voltage, that is the input voltage. Okay, three phases, that is namely RYB or ABC. And in this from this diagram I am taking upper commutation alage lower commutation group. So upper commutation group and lower commutation group. So in the upper commutation group, the valve numbers 1, 3, 5 are conducting, and in the lower commutation group 4, 6, 2 valves are conducting. So here I mentioned a note point. So for the R phase, so actually I said that the each phase consisting of two valves, each phase consisting of two valves. So here the R phase or A phase consisting of two valves, that is T1, and next one is T6, and next one is T3, T4, and T5, T4, like that we are taking. Okay, each phase consisting of two valves. So coming to the case one, that is without overlap condition. So for this condition or for this case, assume that the inductance of the converter transformer is zero. That is source inductance is zero. Okay, assume that the inductance of the converter transformer is zero. That is source inductance is equal to zero. Okay, so what will happen if the source inductance is present, means there is a delay in that transfer of current from one valve to another. So assume that here the valves are ideal. Assume that valves are ideal. So here only two valves conduct, one from upper commutation group and other from lower commutation group. So only two valves conduct. So one from upper commutation group and other from lower commutation group. So the conduction sequence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. The conduction sequence in this case is from 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and 5 to 6, and so on. The cycle is repeats. Okay, so coming to the analysis, so to analyze this one, firstly we have to find out the average DC voltage. That is the aim of this case, to find the output or output average DC voltage. So here I am taking VAN, VBN, and VCN voltages, that is phase to neutral voltages. Phase to transformer neutral, that is VAN is equal to Vm sin omega t, and VBN is equal to Vm sin of omega t plus 2 pi by 3, and VCN is equal to Vm sin of omega t minus 2 pi by 3. So after considering phase to neutral voltages, and after that I am taking the phase to phase voltages, that is VAB, VBC, and VCA. So from this one, VAB is equal to, this is for a phase, that is VAB is equal, phase to phase means VAB is equal to root 3 Vm sine of omega t plus pi by 6, and VBC is equal to root 3 Vm sine of omega t minus pi by 2, and VCA is equal to root 3 Vm sine of omega t plus pi by 2. So consider these three equations as 1, 2, 3. The equations is numbered as 1, 2, and 3 phase to phase voltages VAB, VBC, and VCA. And next, coming to the average DC output voltage, we have a formula to find out this one, that is VD naught is equal to 2 by T integral 0 to T Vm sin omega t d omega t. So from this one I am writing, I am taking one phase to phase voltage, that is VD naught is equal to integral alpha plus pi by 6 to alpha plus pi by 2, that is the conduction periods, that is alpha plus pi by 6 to alpha plus pi by 2, and VAB d omega t. So from this one I am writing VD naught is equal to, in the place of 2 by t I am replacing that one into 3 by pi integral alpha plus pi by 6 to alpha plus pi by 2. So here VAB means you know already, that is root 3 Vm sine of omega t plus pi by 6 d omega t. Treat this equation as equation number 4, and VD naught is equal to, we will write root 3 Vm outside of the integration, that is 3 root 3 Vm by pi into integral alpha plus pi by 6 to alpha plus pi by 2 into sine of omega t plus pi by 6 d omega t. Treat this equation as equation number 5, and VD naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi. So apply integration to this, that is sine of omega t plus pi by 6 and du of omega t. So we have minus cos of omega t plus pi by 6 with limits, that is alpha plus pi by 6 to alpha plus pi by 2. So that is Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into, apply the upper limit and lower limit to this one, that is cos of alpha plus pi by 6 pi by 2 plus pi by 6 minus cos of alpha plus pi by 6 plus pi by 6. So after substituting the limits, upper and lower limits, we have Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm into cos of alpha plus 2 pi by 3 minus cos of alpha plus pi by 3. And coming to this one, we know that cos C minus cos D. So from the trigonometric equations, that is formulas, that is cos C minus cos D is equal to 2 sine of C plus D by 2 into sine of D minus C by 2. So substitute this formula into this equation, that is Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into 2 sine of, here C is the alpha plus 2 pi by 3 and D is the alpha plus pi by 2. So that's why I am taking 2 into sine of alpha plus 2 pi by 3 plus alpha plus pi by 3 by 2 into sine of D means alpha plus pi by 3 minus alpha minus 2 pi by 3 by 2. So after substituting the formula, we get Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into 2 sine of 2 alpha plus pi by 2 into sine pi by 3 pi by 2. So we will rewrite this equation as Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into 2 sine of 2 alpha plus pi by 2 into sine of pi by minus pi by 6. And we know that sine of minus theta is equal to sine theta. So substitute minus sine theta. So substitute that one into the above equation, that is Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into 2 into sine of. So we will write this 2 alpha plus pi by 2 into, that is 2 alpha by 2 plus pi by 2 into sine of pi by 6. Okay. So that is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into 2 sine of alpha plus pi by 2 into sin pi by 6 means 1 by 2. Okay, sin pi by 2, that is sin 30, 1 by 2. So that is equal to Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into sin alpha plus pi by 2. So you know that sin alpha plus pi by 2 is equal to cos alpha. So substitute that one here, that is Vd naught is equal to 3 root 3 Vm by pi into cos alpha. Okay, treat this equation as seventh equation, and this is the final equation for without overlap condition for the 6 pulse converter. So this is the expression for average direct voltage of Grudge bridge without overlap. So the expression 7 signifies that the average DC voltage of a 6 pulse converter can be varied or controlled by controlling the firing angle alpha. Okay, thank you. So in this class I discussed about the static converter circuit analysis. So in this one, actually we have three converters. One is 3 pulse converter, 6 pulse converter and 12 pulse converter. But in this class I discussed about the 3 pulse converter and 6 pulse converter without overlap condition only. Actually in the 6 pulse converter we have two cases, without overlap and with overlap. But in this class I discussed about only without overlap condition. Okay, and in the next class I am going to discuss the 6 pulse converter with overlap condition. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.